Most people believe that walking is the best exercise after 60, and for decades that idea has been repeated so often that almost no one stops to question it anymore. You hear it from doctors, you see it on TV, you read it online. Just walk more. It sounds simple, safe, almost too obvious to doubt. But after spending decades inside operating rooms, I can tell you something most people never hear. It's not the full picture. I'm a joint surgeon. I've performed over 12,000 procedures on older adults. Knees, hips, spines. And the pattern I see over and over again is surprisingly consistent. Many of these patients are not inactive. They're not lazy. They're not neglecting their health. In fact, many of them walk every single day. Some of them hit 8,000 steps. Some hit 10,000. Some even go beyond that, and yet they still end up with joint pain, instability, cartilage breakdown. So the real question is not, is walking good? The real question is walking enough? Because your body after 60 is not the same body you had at 30. Every year you lose muscle mass, your balance system becomes less precise, your reaction time slows down, and your joints lose some of their natural protection. This process is gradual, almost invisible at first, until one day, simple things feel harder. Getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, catching your balance when you trip. Walking does not stop this process. It helps your heart, it helps circulation, but it does not rebuild what your body is losing. And that's the part most people never hear. Think about it this way. Walking is repetitive. Step after step, the same pattern, over and over again. It primarily works your lower body, and even then, only in a limited range. It doesn't challenge your balance in a meaningful way. It doesn't strengthen your upper body. It doesn't train your coordination. So over time, something important happens. Your body adapts, but only partially. Your endurance improves a little, but your strength continues to decline. Your joints keep moving, but they're not getting stronger support. And that imbalance is where problems begin. This is why we're seeing more older adults who stay active, but still lose independence, because activity alone is not enough. The type of movement matters, and modern research is very clear about this. The most effective routines for people over 60 always include 3 key elements: strength, balance, and controlled movement. Not just repetition, not just steps, targeted movement. That's what actually protects your joints, improves stability, and reduces the risk of falls. So today, I'm going to show you 5 specific exercises that go beyond walking. These are movements that surgeons, therapists, and rehabilitation specialists consistently recommend. And they're not complicated. You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive equipment. You just need consistency. Let's start with number 5. Number 5. Wall push-ups with progressive resistance. This is one of the most underestimated exercises for older adults because most people associate push-ups with intensity. They think of floor push-ups, strength training, or something too difficult. But the wall version changes everything. It removes the risk while keeping the benefit. Here's what most people don't realize. After 60, upper body strength declines faster than you think, and that matters more than it seems, because your upper body is what helps you catch yourself when you lose balance, push yourself up from a chair, or stabilize your body during sudden movement. Walking doesn't train that at all. Wall push-ups do. They activate your chest, shoulders, triceps, and most importantly, your core stabilizers. Those deep muscles are what keep your body controlled and balanced. To do it correctly, stand about an arm's length from a wall. Place your hands flat at shoulder height. Now slowly lean forward until your face gets close to the wall. Pause for a second, then push yourself back. The key is control, not speed. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. No bending at the hips, no collapsing. Now here's where it becomes powerful: progression. As you get stronger, take one small step back. That slight change increases resistance immediately. Same movement, more challenge. This is how your body adapts, slowly, safely, effectively. Number 4, chair squats with controlled tempo. If there's one movement that directly determines independence, it's this one, because it's something you do every single day. Sitting down, standing up. And yet, this is exactly where many people begin to struggle. Not suddenly, gradually. At first you use your hands a little more, then you avoid lower chairs, then you feel hesitation. That hesitation is important because it signals weakness in the muscles that matter most. Your quadriceps, your glutes, your stabilizers. These muscles can lose up to 30 to 40% of their strength with age if they're not specifically trained. Walking doesn't train them properly, it uses them, but it doesn't challenge them enough to rebuild strength. Chair squats fix that. Start by sitting at the edge of a stable chair. Feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. Now stand up using your legs only. No pushing off with your hands. Once you're standing, don't rush back down. Lower yourself slowly. 3, 4 seconds. Controlled descent. That's where the real benefit happens. This is called eccentric control, and it's one of the most effective ways to rebuild strength safely. Do this consistently, and you'll notice something very quickly. Standing becomes easier, movement feels more stable. Confidence returns. Number 3, single leg balance with progression. Balance is one of the most overlooked aspects of health, until it becomes a problem. Most people don't think about balance until they almost fall, or worse, actually fall. And here's the truth. Balance is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained. In fact, it must be trained, because your balance system is made up of multiple parts. Your inner ear, your vision, your muscles and joints. And over time, these systems stop working together as efficiently. That's why simple movements can suddenly feel unstable. This exercise retrains that system. Start simple. Stand near something stable, a wall or a chair. Lift one foot slightly off the ground, just a few inches. Hold for 10 seconds. That's it. Then switch sides. At first, it might feel harder than expected. That's normal. That's your body telling you this system needs attention. Now here's where it becomes powerful. Progression. Close your eyes, turn your head slowly, or stand on a softer surface. Each variation challenges your system differently and forces adaptation. Over time, your balance improves not just in the exercise, but in real life. Walking becomes more stable, movements feel safer, and your risk of falling decreases significantly. Number 2, resistance band rows. This is one of the most important exercises on this list, and also one of the most ignored, because most people don't think about posture until it's already a problem. That forward-leaning position, rounded shoulders, head slightly pushed forward, it doesn't just affect how you look, it affects how you move, how you breathe, how stable you feel, and most importantly, it increases your risk of falling. Walking does nothing to correct this. In fact, if your posture is already off, walking can reinforce the problem. Resistance band rows fix that. They strengthen the exact muscles responsible for pulling your body back into alignment. Your upper back, your rear shoulders, your postural stabilizers. To do it, anchor a resistance band at chest height, grab it with both hands, step back until there's slight tension. Now pull the band toward your body. Bring your elbows back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold for a second, then slowly return. The key is not just pulling, it's squeezing. Imagine you're trying to hold something between your shoulder blades. That's where the real activation happens. Over time, something interesting starts to change. You stand taller without thinking about it. Your shoulders naturally sit back, your breathing feels easier, and your entire body feels more stable. Number 1. Tai Chi movement patterns. This is the most powerful movement system on this list. not because it's intense, but because it's complete. Tai Chi combines balance, coordination, control, and focus into one continuous flow of movement, and that combination is what makes it so effective. Unlike walking, which is repetitive and predictable, Tai Chi constantly challenges your body. Every movement requires weight shifting, rotation, control. Your brain has to stay engaged, and that's the key, because aging is not just physical, it's neurological. Your brain controls how you move, how you react, how you stabilize yourself, and when that connection weakens, everything becomes harder. Tai Chi strengthens that connection. It builds new neural pathways, improves coordination, and sharpens reaction time. But that's not all. It also reduces stress, and this matters more than most people realize. Chronic stress increases cortisol, and high cortisol accelerates muscle loss, weakens joints, and slows recovery. Tai Chi helps bring your system back into balance. Slow movements, controlled breathing, focused attention. It tells your body something important. You're safe. And when your body feels safe, it starts to repair. That's why this simple practice has such powerful long-term effects. Now let's bring everything together. Walking is not bad, it's just incomplete. If you rely on walking alone, you're only maintaining a small part of your health, but your body needs more. It needs strength, it needs balance, it needs coordination, it needs control. And that's exactly what these 5 movements provide. Together, they create a complete system, one that supports your joints, protects your body, and helps you stay independent longer. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need long workouts. You just need consistency. Because your body doesn't respond to occasional effort. It responds to repeated signals. Every time you move with intention, you're telling your body to stay strong. Every time you skip it, you're telling your body to decline. That's the reality. So start simple. Pick one exercise, then add another. Build slowly, but start today. Because the sooner you begin, the more you protect your future. And that's what this is really about. Not just movement, not just exercise, but keeping your independence, your confidence, and your quality of life. Take care of your body, you only get one. And I'll see you in the next video.